You're listening to My Grito Podcast Network, celebrating the culture of Chicanos and Latinos one story and voice at a time. Listen to more My Grito Podcast Network shows over at mygrito.net. Connect on social, on Instagram and Facebook at My Grito, the My Grito Podcast Network.
The Mind Buzz, now partnered with My Grito Industries.
The Mind Buzz is powered by Mind Buzz Media. Mind Buzz Media is an on-site video and audio podcast production company. Have you ever thought about starting your own video and audio podcast? Or do you have an existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? Mind Buzz Media brings a professional podcast studio to you. Visit mindbuzz.org for more.
The Mind Buzz.
Rick Bravo in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, Mind Buzz universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz, part of the My Grito Podcast Network. My name is GILL, and I am your host, working the 2s and 3s. Today, behind this screen that you guys cannot see, is the one and only super heavyweight champion of the world. Undefeated at the Michelada Rumble. Did you figure out your wrestling name?
No, but I was like, you're calling me heavy? You're like the super heavy.
Super light heavyweight.
I was like, dang.
The cruiserweight champion of the world of the Michelada Rumble is Amber. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Are we live? Can you click that? Yeah?
According to...
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right, we're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
I know how to do my job.
All right, I'm just double checking.
Jeez.
Just stuff that we got do on the podcast. How was your weekend? We had a stacked weekend. This weekend we were at Santa Anita
Park. How you asked me, but you didn't let me answer.
For the Michelada Rumble. You had fun?
I did.
It was super awesome.
I had a lot of fun.
Tell me some of the highlights that you remember from the Michelada Rumble.
We got to hang out with not everyone, but a part of the label. And I kept breaking it down. I was like, wait, it's not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, but some of them.
A couple of people.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We don't really get to spend too much time with everyone all the time, so it was fun being all under one roof, literally. And just hanging out and eating and listening to good music. It was a good time. It was a great time, actually.
You had fun? I
did. And then we got in the wrestling ring.
Somebody
got hurt. I'm not going to say who, but somebody got hurt.
I think getting hurt is a stretch. That's what
you can't do.
When you say somebody... when you said somebody's got hurt,
Okay, not hurt, but someone is sore.
Yeah. Took a good bump from a clothesline from hell with Oscar from My Grito, but it was good. You got body slammed.
I didn't even see how you felt because I was like...
It was loud, too.
Up. I just felt it. It wasn't until I seen the video that I was like, what the hell did you do?
Yeah.
But
it was good. It was a good one. It was a good time. I had a good time. Shout out to Ricky Novea for coming out and helping me that day, being the super awesome cameraman. I'm not gonna lie here. There was some conversations between a couple of people in our circle, and I really underestimated Ricky. I really did. But when I got home and started looking at all the footage, it was spot on. It was really good job. Yeah. So good job, Ricky. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can do this again because I had so much fun. I'm having fun editing it, dude.
I never underestimated you, Ricky. I've always believed in you.
There we go.
Let's just keep that clear.
We're playing good cop, bad cop here.
Good cap.
Good cat, bad cat. Dang, you're on one, dude.
Even
wow.
The fall did something to your brain, your speech.
I know.
Next week, I'm gonna have to host it. Jeez.
That would be really good. Who do we have next week?
I don't know.
Do you want to host the podcast? I want one day. Tell us if you want Amber to host one of the podcasts. Let's see that. I would work the board, and you would do this.
I could already see you.
Why? But I'm gonna put a camera right there, dude. I'm gonna get a camera. The producer is gonna have a camera for that day. All right.
I'm good though.
You're good.
You did a good job.
Yeah, it was very fun. So shout out to Super Steve Flores from the West Coast Pop Block Podcast, the creator of the Michelada Rumble, and then shout out to Oscar and Rob from My Grito. Chicano Shuffle was out there. Maria Sanchez was out there. Half of the Paranoias, half of Maria Sanchez's band was out there. It was a good time. Frank Blanco stopped by. It was a good day. Good day for interviews and good day to drink micheladas. I'm excited for everybody to take a look at what we created with the footage. So I'm excited. It was a really good weekend.
All
right. Anything else? What else do we got?
Oh, I'm good.
We're good. I got one more thing. Every Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
come out to our chateria. We have Puro Laughs open mic. Sign up start at 8:30 p.m. Show starts at 9. Okay? Get there early because the list is filling up quick. We got like 20 signups last week, which was probably the biggest lineup that we've had. So show up early. Other than that, let's get into today's interviewee, guest of the day. He is a stand-up comedian. He is also the one half of the tag team roast tournament champions at the Ontario Improv. He has his own podcast. He's a podcaster, stand-up comedian, and roast tournament champion. Everybody give it up for Rick Bravo. Thanks, Rick, for coming out and doing the podcast, my dude.
I So Pale. You guys remember that one? No. Remember that news anchor lady?
No.
They cut live to her because I was like so nervous. I was like, oh shit, like we're going live, right? You know my podcast is nothing but editing and all that stuff. So it's just like it's going live. That lady had her moment and she went when the whole thing started. She was like, I So Pale. Like,
did you really?
Yeah. So I was just doing a little reference to that.
Oh, there we go.
Something I would do in my podcast. I would just literally superimpose that right there. But yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. And the wrestling thing you guys were just talking about, like, wait, so someone slammed your girl?
Yeah.
And you went in there and ripped your shirt, and you're like, ah!
I didn't. The shirt was ripped already when I bent over into the ring and tried to save her. Did you see that reel that we posted?
I seen
Pull
it
up.
a little while ago, yeah.
Oh, I did. Okay, you've seen it already. And if you haven't seen it, go to @GillBillyDelic.
Pull it up. I don't care.
Pull them up.
Oh my god.
Come on.
See this slam, bro.
We got one more.
You know, I can barely, like, you guys drinking micheladas and then getting in a wrestling ring. Like, I drank micheladas and got in a moon jumper and I was fucked up for days. And you guys out here wrestling.
That's what you do at the Michelada Rumble. You drink micheladas and you rumble. Look at that. To the Michelada Rumble.
Micheladas? No, actually, I'm here for the wrestling.
Oh, she's here for the wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. She's here.
I am actually debuting.
You're debuting?
Yeah, I am. I'm debuting tonight. So I'll be out in the ring.
What's your wrestling name?
It's a secret. You'll have to wait until the wrestling match. I can do a move on you, though.
What move? What's the move?
Oh, my
there it is.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oscar with the power slam. Down goes Amber. She is down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, my God. It's Gil coming in to saving
Let's go,
his
Gil.
partner.
Who said chivalry is dead, brother? This is
Boom.
Well, it's dead now. God damn, it's
We'll
dead
bring
now.
you to the Michelada Rumble.
Oh, man. Okay, so without further ado,
Yeah.
that was fucking dope. That sounds like a very fun time. I definitely want to check it out. So, but before we
That's
start, before it gets any later, you have your choice of either one
Whoa.
of these two. This
Show
right
it.
here.
Look at that,
Whoa.
dude. Those are really cool, man.
Yeah, this is okay. My left hand. Shit, I'm all looking at the camera. Okay, so this is the Static Hour Pinot Noir, and this is the Malbec Bravo X Comedy Malbec. So, which one do you want to have?
I'm a newbie when it comes to wine.
Pinot Noirs. Where do you want to go?
Okay,
But that's
Pinot
it.
Noir is the white one, right?
No, this is red.
Okay,
You got to
and what is
level
that
up.
one?
This is Malbec. This is like you drink this on Halloween because it looks like blood.
Oh, that's
You know,
cool. I'll have
Very
that
dark.
one.
The Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you have a? Oh
Yes, I
shoot!
do.
Oh, you have one?
I have one.
Okay,
right here.
cool.
So,
You're like one of those. What do they call them?
wine. Not.
Sommeliers.
Sommeliers. There we
Okay,
go.
so I also brought an extra one. So do you want to try the Pinot Noir? That way you don't have to pop that one open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and I have the Malbec.
Okay.
Like I said, so the Pinot Noir. Since you're,
Yeah.
All right.
We'll do that one.
Since you're not gonna try it, I wanted to do this before we got on air, but I was like, let's save it for the podcast.
Yeah, that way everyone can see the bottles.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna see it anyway. I made damn sure of that. No, but you know what it is like. At this point, I was like, I want to make some because I do enough stuff creatively where it's like I can make merch out of it. Because the last thing I want to do is put my face on a T-shirt and like, hey, pay $30 to have my face.
Which is what he's wearing. Someone's
Yeah. This is. But it is.
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, so this would be. You can get drunk off of it. It's a little token. It's available everywhere. No, I'm kidding. I bought it at the Albertsons down the street. One day, I had Sandy squish the grapes for me, man. So.
In his huaraches
Yes, sir. There you go.
in the backyard.
Yes, sir. No.
Whoa. Okay.
So you know what? It's just.
I like how you guys are filling up the glass.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not drunk yet, folks. But yeah.
Show a bottle, Gil, on your cam.
Yeah, that's
There you
official
go.
Malbec.
Official Malbec.
Yeah, that's from Argentina, Malbec. The thing about these wines is I drink a lot of wine on the podcast. It's a bit. You know what I mean? It's like at a certain point, like, oh, you're drinking wine on camera. It's like, well, now I have to fucking drink it all the time, I wanted to keep getting a bigger wine glass each time I came back just to play up the bit, but this will work, you know what I mean? So...
I'm glad you brought your own wine glasses because I don't think we own wine glasses.
I know. Ain't nothing worse. Ain't nothing worse where you go somewhere and they're like, well, I have this Coke, this red Coke cup, you know what I mean? You can drink out of.
I have the Popular Ice thing from. All right, that was dumb. From
Oh, the polar bear ice? Yeah,
from Circle K.
Dude.
Come on, everybody goes to Circle K. Whatever.
No, I remember AM PM used to have those cool lizards, like lizard. Back in the day, we're talking '97. It might have been when Fear and Loathing came out, and lizard surreal art aesthetic was popping. Just desert like landscapes. They had some really cool vintage cups where it's just like crocodiles or lizards in the desert. Drinking and they have the mug in their hand.
That was like a commercial.
No, it was just a cup. It was a commercial too, but then they had a cup. Where it had that
like a
picture.
novelty cup.
Yeah, like very Fear and Loathing, it's going to be impossible to maybe put lizard art on lizard art 97. I don't know. I found it before.
Well, first of all, I spelled lizard.
Spelled it with an oh, two Z's.
There's two Z's?
Is it two Z's?
Lizard.
No, I had it right.
It was one.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That looks weird.
I like how we're showing how dumb we are live. This is
I'm
great.
like, that looks
Ask
weird.
Google how to spell lizard. You should just do that.
All right.
No, that looks fine.
Yeah.
Lizard King. He only spells it with one Z.
The lizard. You talking about the skate? Oh, something like that. Something along those lines. We're talking 1997, 90. I don't know.
Whoa, those are cool. From 1977?
Well, and yeah, in general, the art, the art back then on stuff was really cool,
That's
really
cool.
retro.
They don't do any of this anymore.
That is nothing.
Put it on the screen.
That is nothing like what I meant. Like that's not what I described. However, it's still pretty cool. So we can spend
I'll
the whole.
look for it while you guys keep.
Yeah. It's like they're in the desert. like lizard surreal art 7-Eleven.
And it's like a mug, like a ceramic mug.
Yeah, no, it's one of the, well, it's fuck, what is ceramic?
Oh,
no,
like
those
the
cooler cups.
Yes, the
Yeah.
plastic ones.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the wine, dude. So what's...
Okay, so I just wanted to. I've had people give me stickers of their brand. Andy C gives you little sneakers, and Melissa in Riverside, she has her little logo stuff. So I was like, man, I want to do that, but I just like drinking. Like people who know me, I like drinking wine just because, like I was telling you off the podcast, like I had like kind of some might say a crippling alcohol problem. I just thought I was having a good time. No, in all seriousness, I was just drinking too much bullshit, and I kind of laid off it for a while. And when I came back to it, like I didn't like it. So I always liked wine, so I just kind of just gravitated to it. But in terms of like giving out merch, I was like, well, fuck, I like wine and a sticker, put my little label, and that was it. And this is, I mean, honestly, this wasn't like something I made myself. Or maybe for the podcast, I'll say I made it. I'm gonna edit this out. Oh wait, and then we're gonna say, yeah, no. So Sandy makes these at home, and that's our little agreement. Nah, shout out Sandy, man.
I can just see Sandy like in his backyard, fucking
barefoot, shirtless, pants rolled up, brown pants. Looks like a.
It's like, dude, you don't have to be naked for this. We can, you can just squeeze the grapes.
Like the I Love Lucy episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or he squeezes them just like one by one. I don't know. This is all right.
Oh, cheers!
Cheers, dude.
Salud.
When's the last time I had wine, Ember?
I don't know. My parents' house. Maybe.
Okay, I could fill the notes on that.
The notes.
I can read. Oh, that's actually really good. I'm not a wine drinker, dude, but this is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. The one you have here, that one's gonna be a doozy.
Whoa,
it's heavy. It's like syrup. It's not syrupy.
Oh my god.
No, it's not Kahlua. It's like a more. It's from Argentina, and it's a much more from a certain region. And yeah, it's Malbec, and I got real into it. This last year, I was nothing but Pinot Noir and white Sauvignon Blanc type. I sound like such a loser right now. I was drinking Sauvignon Blanc, and that's all I drink. Try to, at least, but occasionally I'll have a draft beer.
This is really cool, dude. I like it, man.
Yeah, you can have that bottle too. That way you can have, that way you don't have, what's the point of having a fucking bottle from the Rothschild's winery?
Yeah,
or just have Rick Bravo's wine bottle. That's all I'm trying to say, folks. That's what I came here to say.
I'll have the static hour. This is awesome, dude.
Yes, sir. I also ventured into making my own supplements.
I've seen what you did. I've seen it before.
I made my own supplements too.
Really?
Yeah. The Static Hour DMT. I don't know if you can see it. Static Hour DMT capsules. To get in the zone. Give me a minute.
Oh yeah.
It's just orange Tic Tacs for now, but eventually, I'll get the real shit in.
You're manifesting.
I'm manifesting.
No, that's cool, dude.
Speaking of manifesting, I just want to talk about my enormous cock right now. It's so huge. I mean, I'm just putting it out there, bro.
Johnny Gold says that our guest this evening loves to drink. The Mind Buzz is powered by Mind Buzz Media. Mind Buzz Media is an on-site video and audio podcast production company. Have you ever thought about starting your own video and audio podcast? Or do you have an existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? Mind Buzz Media brings a professional podcast studio to you. Visit mindbuzz.org for more.
Didn't I just talk about how I had a problem, Johnny? God damn you. I like how he hops in on every one of my podcasts. He's like, you shouldn't get high. You should get drunk.
Oh, that's always a conversation about that. But, I mean, there's some good points on both sides.
Yeah, no, I totally understand because that's the reason Johnny, when I drink, it's on the podcast. Luckily, I didn't drink before this podcast. That's why I popped it. You knew.
We're doing it now, though.
We're doing it now, man. This is like Joe Rogan.
This is pretty good. I don't drink on the podcast. Normally, I don't.
Well,
but it's fun.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Happy to walk you into this journey of mine.
It's fun, dude. So what's been going on, man? What do you got coming up?
Well, I have the Mind Buzz podcast. Other aside from that, nothing. No, I'm kidding. Really, it's just this, the wine.
Did you ever think that you were gonna be a roast tournament tag team champion?
Yeah. I mean, not. I'm not trying to sound like cocky or whatever, but it's like I knew I can do it.
Yeah.
From because I knew I originally signed up for like the regular roast. Well, while the tournament was still going on. So while C's was still like climbing the ladder and becoming into, I was trying to sign on to that one, but it was around that time that Adrian Luna, shout out Adrian, he told me that he was starting a tag team tournament, and I was just like, dude, wherever, put me in the singles if possible. If not, put me in the tag team. So he's just kind of leaning towards tag team, and my original partner was James Jablonski. Shout out James, and apparently like. Something happened and he had to drop out. I forget what it was.
Dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
That story is so freaking wild. Why did Sandy didn't talk about it the last time? He talked about it off air, right, Amber?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that story?
Yeah, I know that story because he was supposed to be my partner and then he had to step out because...
Tell us why it's so weird how the world works.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Because
of you and Sandy and then James, go ahead and tell. I'll let you tell it. You lived it.
That's a good way to. Yeah, thank you for noticing that because I was actually thinking about it the other day. Where if my original partner was James, because me and James vibed comedically, and we were happy to do it, but then something happened. He had to drop out. At the same time, Sandy was trying to jump in and through. Okay, so what happened to James was he got in a horrible freak accident, and his legs were like crushed. And like his girlfriend told my girlfriend that she saw it happen, and it was like it's a horrifying thing, and and it sucks. And everybody was so worried, like damn, that's the homie. And but through that, I was able to work with Sandy. But through that happening, fucking James Jablonski's out in LA doing the damn thing, working with you guys, having his podcast here. I mean, it's just one of those things where things just kind of happen. I mean, by all means, it wasn't the best circumstances, and by no means I'm saying that's why, but it is kind of how me and Sandy teamed up. And yeah, so me and Sandy ever... I mean, it was one of those things. You see Sandy at the open mics, and how can you not love him?
Yeah.
He's just so fucking hilarious and just naturally funny. And he seen me do good, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like he just teamed, like he reached out and he's like, let's do it. I'm like, I'm fucking down. Like, let's see how this tag team thing works between us. Cause I was like, when I was going to do it with James, I was like, I know how we're going to do it. Like James is kind of a loose, wild guy. And I was like, I know how to, like, I can gel with that. With Sandy, I didn't really know, but I knew his comedy and just working together. And just doing the damn thing together. Like I wouldn't think I'll be a tag team champion with Sandy. I didn't think he fucked with me like that. And I didn't really, we didn't know each other. Well, we did, like I said, but it was just the most unlikely duo teaming up and just working. Now he's like a brother to me. So, I mean, yeah, man. Very checks and balances.
Yeah, dude. I think Sandy was telling me something that he was going to do James Jablonski. I fuck up his name every time. Jablonski's podcast that day, and he didn't end up doing the podcast. So James invited somebody else to do the podcast, and that was the guy that he was in the accident with.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Right?
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah,
you're getting there. Yeah. I mean, it's just a horrible thing for all parties involved. But James is back on his feet, literally. So it's just like it could have been so much worse. And so I'm grateful that he's still out here and bringing out his charm because he was supposed to do the roast. And I don't know, when I think it was the first time we went to go do the roast and he was on it, and at least the people in the scene that were there, to like me, Sandy C's, we all felt like, damn. he was supposed to go up against Nicholas Johnson. Like that would have been a fucking amazing.
I would love
match.
to see that. That
You know
would
what
be
I mean?
that would be a good match.
Get that redemption, James. Let's go. I know you're out in L.A. and you lost the chaos to Maddie Mays, but get your ass back in there, buddy.
Dude, I did not know that James was the Infinity. He was a former Infinity champion.
Infinite Chaos champion.
That was so cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mentioning something, and I was scoping out his page one day, and I seen that. I was like, dude, like, this is awesome. Why didn't you talk about this? Well, I haven't, it was really cool.
It was a cool moment in time when we all four of us had the belt. You know what I mean?
How long ago was this?
When he had the belt?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
No, not even. It was like probably this past year.
Really?
Yeah, he just lost it to this past year.
What the hell?
He had it. He held it for he defended it maybe twice.
Oh, that makes sense because it's been about a year since he's gotten it, since he was in the accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But dude, he fucking recovered. The human body is so crazy because he had this horrible accident, right? Mm-hmm. But he had to relearn how to walk. Imagine being over 20 years old and trying to relearn to walk. That's crazy. That takes a lot of determination, a lot of willpower to do that.
Dude, if that would happen to me, man, I would just pull the plug. Like, it's like, sir, that goes to nothing. No, I don't give a shit. You just charge your iPhone. No, sorry, dude.
I walked for 33 years of my life. I don't need to.
If I go now, I'm Jesus age. You know what I mean? Go out like a legend.
Exactly. I don't know how. Like, good thing this guy's in good shape.
Yeah.
Good thing he's not, overweight. Like he seemed pretty healthy at the time. Imagine somebody like in my state. Like if I would break my leg, Amber, that's it. I'm done. Put a fork in me. Like don't revive me. Do not resuscitate. Do not fix my leg.
She's like,
okay?
No problem.
I did. You did ask me that yesterday. You're like, what do you do if like I just stopped walking or moving or anything?
No.
And I was like, I'd put you in a home. And he's like, no, but I mean, I can still talk. And I mean, I can still move my hands. And I'm like, yeah, I'd still put you in a home.
You're giving her those philosophical questions like, what would you still be with me if I was a worm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you still... No.
But he didn't like my answer, so he tried to make it a little more.
Literally, I'm not gonna say the little bump that I took in the ring. Like it, I fell a certain way. There's a reason why these guys are professionals.
Yeah.
Because they know how to fall a certain way. I didn't. I was like, okay, the mat is a little bit padded. It's gonna be fine. No, that thing was still pretty hard. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it like right here in my neck. Some of my shoulder, like my lower back, dude. I took one.
I told you I was in that moon jump, dude.
Yeah.
It was that moon jump where it's like the big old like staircase. You walk up and you slide down. Mm-hmm. I slid down my big ass, heavy ass. It wasn't meant for me. I kind of like sunk in and bounced off, and I just bounced all the way down. Dude, I was fucked up, man. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what have I done?
Oh yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, if you were to get into an accident like that, then you just do the podcast full time. You just sit there.
Just sit there.
Amber can just feed you food through a straw and be like, all right, we're going live.
This would just be my whole life right here.
You're like, well, but we're going, like I got to use the restroom. We're going live, goddammit. You just go there. And, Rick, sorry for the smell.
Well, by that time, I'd probably have a catheter.
Yeah.
I'd do, I'd live it.
Yeah, with this production, I wouldn't imagine you'll go off like you'll take your podcast so seriously, but not your health. You definitely get a catheter.
No, that's exactly what's happening. Like at the moment, like right now, it's happening.
You're peeing.
Oh goddamn! I was like, don't tell me you got a catheter and we're just fucking. Do you?
No.
Oh god, dude, you saw how I didn't want to react. I don't even know, man. That's the one thing about roast. My girlfriend tells me like you're not mean enough to do a roast. She's like you're not. That's not you. Like you can't do it. It's like, but I can do it. I just don't like doing it. I'm like that guy from The Boys. You know what I mean? Where you ever seen The Boys?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well there's this guy who's just like He kind of kills people, and he's kind of a bad guy, but he teams up with the boys. He doesn't really have superpowers. Long story short, he's just like kind of an assassin, but he doesn't like doing it. And he's just like, oh no, it hurts my soul. Like it feels like if when I roast somebody, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I just want to kill them with wit.
Yeah.
And whereas Sandy comes in like with them jokes, like, God damn, okay. Like, all right. And how we work is like we both like, all right, let's meet in the middle. Because I remember one time he came up and he was like, I have this joke about so-and-so, and this is what we're going to say. I'm like, God damn. All right, if it's not off limits, all right. He was like, but I want you to say this part. I'm like, bro, don't. No, I'm not gonna.
Sandy?
Yeah, he was like, say it, and I'll say this part. It's like, you're gonna make me say the most fucked up thing, and let's meet in the middle, and then we like kind of like chop it up, and we meet in the middle. And
I think that's what I liked about your guys' performance in the roast battle was because you guys were actually like tag teaming each other in on a joke. Mm-hmm. Like one would say the setup, and then the other would do the punchline, and then more punchlines after that. I really digged it. Like it was really cool. I was out there, right?
Yeah, the last one. Yeah, that was like,
dude, I thought you guys were going to lose, bro. I thought I was gonna witness you guys losing the belts that night.
But are you saying that because you thought the other guy should have won?
No, you guys picked it up at the end. Especially with the last joke. The last joke killed them. But it looks, from my perspective as an audience member, it looked like they were gonna win because they had a lot more steam. The jokes were hitting a little bit more with the audience. I don't know about the judges, but it looked like they were gonna take the win.
Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, that's why there's judges, because those judges came up to us. Like I was like, dude, nah, you guys should have got 1 or 2 votes. But then everyone's saying like, I don't know, the judges should have gave them more. I was like, wait, hold on, dude. I know we did pretty good. Like and I'm not trying to be cocky because every single one of the judges came like, dude, that was great writing. That was great writing. Great writing. And at the end of the day, it's the judges. And if they were to left it up to the audience, which happened when we faced Nicholas Johnson and Andrew Vasquez, I think, they brought it to the judges. And that shit, I didn't know they had that many people out there. You know, I thought it was all our people. Hell no! Like that was scary. And the reason it's getting so close is because like me and Sandy, when we meet up, like. He has so many shows. He does so much comedy. Like he's getting booked. He's blowing up. And me, I'm kind of like sporadic. I have like my hand in different, I'm at home making the wine, turning the steam on. I got a lot of shit going on. So I mean, when we do have time to meet, we kind of procrastinate, and it gets stressful because we're in there like SNL writers. Like we got 3 hours. And is drilling, and it's just one of those things like, no, Sandy, we can't do this, and Sandy's like, nah, you got to cut that down. And it's like, okay, and we just find, I'm not trying to give all the secrets away, but it's just really working together. Oh, and that last joke, I'll give credit. I had a joke. This is part of the writing process. Get a little insight for anyone that's trying to do the roast or whatever. I met up with Sandy, and it was C's. C's rolled up because he was going to roast Adrian. So we're there chilling.
Which he fucking murdered. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I thought I was watching a ghost when Adrian was on the podcast. Like, damn, I thought you died, dude. What the fuck happened? Got murdered.
Oh my God.
But speaking of which, yeah, we came there like we were at the Brookside, out in Riverside, and me and Sandy were writing. Cease pulls up, and I told him like. I had this joke where it was the final joke, which was the way I was trying to come up with it. It was Corey looks like he got molested by a producer, and Shotty looks like the producer that molested him. C's rolls up. He's like, let me see a picture of these guys, because like we're like me and Sandy were writing. He's just like, looks like they got molested at Nickelodeon. I was like, oh, it's like he was giving it like it was a writing sesh. Okay, so I took. Corey looks like he got molested by a producer at Nickelodeon. That little thing. And then Shotty looks like a producer. And that right there, that was a three-way where it was like...
It's funny on its own, but with the reference, it added
it gave it the extra thing.
A huge layer because that was hot at the time. So thank Nickelodeon for that because you got your belts.
Yeah, shout out Season Sandy, man.
Shout out Dan Schneider for doing the Lord's work.
That's why I said Season Sandy and Dan Schneider. Those three guys are in cahoots. Let me tell you something. What is that, the fucking Hunger Games right here? Them three are Illuminati, son. Left eye.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati. Cat Williams special, you see that?
No, I haven't seen it yet, dude.
My man.
Good?
It's incredible. It's incredible. I think it's old school. For some people, it might be like, oh, it's a little too brash and stuff. But I grew up in the age where it's like Comedy Central Presents, Comic View. I was watching this shit as a kid, like Dave Attell, the crude comedians, and I went through the O&A days and the Howard Stern. And I was it's not like these podcasts right now where it's like a TikTok influencer has a podcast and you listen to him and it's just like them being, like kids nowadays. Well, the kind of shit I was listening to was like the commentary on Knocked Up or on Superbad. Have you ever listened to the commentary on Superbad?
I haven't.
Dude.
Good?
It's fucking great. Yeah, get a Superbad DVD if there's still even exists. I know you guys were talking about on Sandy's episode. I don't know if you guys even own a DVD player. But if you get one, get the Superbad, put the commentary. You have Michael Cera, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill. They're all in it. It's so fucking hilarious. But yeah, listening to that kind of shit, consuming content, and you got Cat Williams there. Just I feel it brings it back to an older time of comedy, but relevant because he's popping off. He's Johnny Gold popping off. You know what I'm saying? He's popping off. Johnny Gold out here looking like David Lynch and shit.
Somebody said that he looked like Stephen King earlier.
Yeah,
that was on. I think Amber had it to Google that one, right? Did. You're like, oh, he kind of does look like Stephen King.
Stephen King looks like a fucking Bernstein Bear and shit, you know.
Stephen King looks like Johnny Gold. There you go. That's it.
Johnny Gold's older. Sorry, Johnny. Nah, Johnny's a young man. He's very dehydrated though. Hey Johnny, am I drunk enough for you? No, I'm just kidding. It's just wine, dude. It's wine. I love you, Johnny. Johnny Goldstein, man. He's the shit, dude. Has anyone called him Goldstein yet?
No, but Angie called him Mr. Gold.
Mr. Gold.
Mr. Gold, but I don't think I don't know. Do you like that, Johnny? I don't know. He's a great, cool guy, and I mention every time somebody mentions Johnny, I tell him what a great guy he is.
Oh, he's in the chat. He's watching it.
Yeah.
What's up, Johnny?
That's why I'm being nice right now, because he's introduced me to a lot of you guys, of all the comics out here in the Inland Empire, and it's awesome to get to meet you guys, to get you guys on the podcast, to go to your guys' shows. It's
in my case, what shows? But yes, continue.
Well, Sandy's show.
Exactly.
Yeah, I went to one of Sandy's shows right here in Ontario, and that's so cool too because I grew up in the. I'm from LA, but my adult years, I was out here in the IE. Yeah. So it's cool to.
You're like the melding point, you know what I mean? For both
I think
worlds,
so. Yeah, especially what we're doing right now with the live show, the open mic. There's comics that come out from El Monte. They go to Paramount.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Paramount exactly?
It's close to Downey, North Long Beach.
Okay. Nice.
Next to Downey, North Long Beach. What else? Cerritos. It's towards that way. It's Southeast LA. Bellflower.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's a good spot. And like you said, being the bridge between IE and Southeast LA, there's some cool things happening out there. Yeah. There's not that many, just like the IE, there's not that many comedy clubs out there. No. We just got the stand up in Bellflower, which is a good club.
Yeah. That's true, but like sometimes, you know, I don't know, the shows are sometimes some of the best, like the open mics out in the IE, like shout out the Buddy System. They do great work out there, man. Those guys are building a great scene. A lot of the like Sandy C's and some of the people, they all we're all making our bones out there, and yeah, they're you know Hector Lara?
I do not.
But have you heard of him?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
No, he's another fucking great guy too.
Another killer.
Another killer. Like, and Johnny Gold, shout out, man. He IE legend. Like, every time I talk to Johnny Gold, it's like, dude, it's a podcast. Because first off, the voice. Secondly, he has a face for radio. Third, he's just can keep the conversation going. Where it's just like, damn, like, I don't know if he wants to go or if I want to go. But I saw how long it can go, and I was like, all right, I gotta go. Like, but he's the perfect guy to shoot the shit with and just ask him anything. He's given me a lot of advice. One of them was to stop drinking, and I was like, all right, Johnny,
I'll think about it.
I'll think about it. And
yeah.
But then he sees every podcast I do, I'm fucking like drinking and getting messed up. So it's just like, but that's just the character of Rick Bravo, guys. You know, it's just a static hour. You know, it's just the show. You know.
So what exactly is a static hour?
Would like the name or the theme?
Your podcast. Talk about your podcast.
The Static Hour is the podcast I do that I started. When did I start? It might have started last year.
Oh, it's fairly new then.
I feel like it's been yeah, but I came off like the homie Nicky P, who he had a podcast called Ego in the Morning. He had so many episodes. Like, dude, like I checked him out. I was like, it's really cool. And this other guy named Miguel Trujillo, he draws you as he does the podcast.
Oh, that's dope.
As he interviews you.
Yeah.
Shout out Pop Monster 88, I believe, Miguel Trujillo. Them two guys. I took Miguel's little setup, how it's portable, and I just inspired the push from Nicky P. Decided to just do audio, like just do audio only. I did a roast. I was able to meet Maxwell Farms. Fuck taxes, smoke Maxes. Shout out to him. I roasted him. Through that, I was able to do my second episode at a 420 event where I was just interviewing like all these comics from the OC and stuff. Through that, I was able to meet Billy and then eventually do a podcast with Jason Ellis on the third episode, which was pretty crazy because I was not expecting to have Jason Ellis on my podcast. He just kind of like dropped in, and I did not know that he had came out as gay. I did not know.
What?
Yeah, he's kind.
That guy is really.
Yeah. You were me. Like, when he told me, he's like, yeah, and about all the gay stuff. He started talking about gay stuff. As soon as he said that, I turned the conversation like, well, have you seen American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, if you watch I watch it because of my girl. She's a big fan of American Horror Story. But through watching that show that has a lot of gay scenes, ain't nothing wrong with that. My uncle, he's gay. He's not a flamer, but he fans the flames. All right. It's all right. I was able to, like, that show was super gay, and I brought it up to Jason Ellis to just like, and it's fucking American Horror Story had Kim Kardashian on the last season.
Wait, so you were talking to him about American Horror Story, about all the stuff in there, and then he was like, oh, and about the gay stuff. That's when
I think he brought up something about being gay and being bullying gay, and I was like, yeah, American Horror Story, where the fucking gift comes out with the
dude, that guy
spiral,
looks like he can snap somebody in half, dude,
or tear that ass up.
Oh,
you know
my
what I mean?
God.
Fucking guy.
Yeah.
Talks about putting steroids in his dick.
What?
Yeah,
inside.
Yeah.
How do you do that inside?
Fucking, he's extreme, bro.
Whoa. Imagine putting something. Do you remember, what was it? Gore.com? Was it Gore, Amber? It was that channel where you watch.
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah. I don't think it was called that.
Early 2000 stuff where you get on the internet with your dial-up.
Rotten.com.
Rotten.com. There we go. Dude, that was my shiz back in the 2000s, dude.
Oh, that reminds me. My girl used to work at the Ontario Improv, like back when she was like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And she got fired. Like, these are selling tickets, but she got fired because she was on Rotten.com. The manager walked up behind her and it was like, what the fuck? I don't know if those guys are still work there, but my girlfriend was the person you fired for looking at decapitated whatever.
Was she on her phone or was she on the computer?
No, this is back in the day. Like, my girlfriend's like my age, a little bit older than me, but we're
have a cell phone.
child of the 80s. You know what I mean? So
how old are you, Rick?
I'm 33. Jesus Christ age. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We're the same age,
Hey,
dude.
look at us.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
80s. We're
You're
not.
a child of the 80s.
Yeah, you said 80s.
No,
kid.
my girl is.
Oh,
Slightly
okay.
older. I am. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like my ladies like my wine, bro.
Yeah, because we didn't have cell phone. Well, I didn't have a cell phone until I was 18, going on maybe 19.
We're talking like 2000, maybe 2002 or something like that, you know? So
2000. Yeah, I didn't have a phone. I had a
I was
phone.
like, wait, we were 12. Okay, so she's quite a few years older than you.
no, she's older than me.
If she had a job in 2012.
Yeah, she's older, man. She's a beautiful lady. I love her so much.
That's great.
I'm texting her right now that I'm repeating what she's telling me to say. I love her so very much. She's my bubble. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to see the comments on YouTube, you know. Getting Johnny Gold. One comment.
There we go.
Why are you drinking?
That's it. Well, we're drinking because this is the
little
the
refill?
static hour. Yeah, I'll take a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Too bad we don't have any like cigars or something. Get this party really started.
I know.
We gotta have a Mind Buzz cigar. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Let me get that real quick.
How was your weekend, dude? Was everything good?
What happened this past weekend? Cinco de Mayo?
Anything fun? Do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? This is a long, old question of if you celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Dude, the way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo is to go to work as a true Mexican, and I was at work. But I don't really care about Cinco de Mayo like that, you know what I mean? I'm half Mexican. Like, my dad's, like, Colombian, Bolivian. So I didn't have a Mexican dad. Like, I was always kind of, I'll go to my Mexican friend's house, and they'll whistle at their kids. Like, they'll be like, hey, pa!
Yeah.
If I would go A to my dad would be like, my name's not A. You know, he's very old school South American Catholic. Looked like he could have been in Narcos. Probably was. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, very 80s.
I think,
Scarface.
Amber, do real Mexicans celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
No.
I feel like only Europeans celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Is that true?
And conquistadors.
Yeah.
People will celebrate Cinco de Mayo if they're in Puebla, which is where it happened.
Oh, so that's the only region that really...
La Batalla de Puebla. I mean, I'm sure they like kind of like acknowledge it, but it's not like parties and tequila, and that's just like
Is
people
so
here.
everyone says it's like an American thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
it's
mean?
an American
Would you
thing.
say that Cinco de Mayo in Puebla is the same as celebrating 4th of July in America? Or no?
No, because people go crazy for 4th of July here.
But they also go crazy for Cinco de Mayo.
But Cinco de Mayo is not their culture. 4th of July it's America. They're celebrating their own
No,
country.
I'm saying just the focus on making it a big party. Is it the same in Puebla for...
Oh,
you,
no.
are you understanding my question?
No, because you said here. You didn't say Puebla.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
No, Puebla.
no.
Well,
No?
I think it's just the counterculture thing. Because when it comes to St. Patrick's Day, I get fucked up. I make corned beef and cabbage, but that's because my girlfriend's white and she's Irish. So I never had corned beef and cabbage until I met my girl, who made it. And I was like, dude, where are you?
Oh, she made it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's Irish as shit. Until she did her ancestry DNA, and surprise, surprise, you're Mexican. No, I'm kidding. No, she's white. Nah.
She wasn't as Irish as she thought.
No, she's fucking Braveheart, dude. She is Braveheart. But I was like, dude, that's way better, dude. You know, you're fucking Scottish Rite, Freemasonry, and all that shit. You're like, you know, I think she's related to a president. I forget which one.
Really? Like a U.S. president?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like a Truman or some shit like that.
Truman?
Her family feels like they come from something, you know. You ever seen, like, there's white people and then there's white people? There's two types of white people. There's white people and there's crackers. No. And she's like a Ritz cracker, dude. They're like very rich in their culture.
Oh, that's good.
Nah, but no, I like my girlfriend because she always like corrects me, like corrects my grammar. Like I always say, yeah, they went on tour. She's like, tour. I'm like, all right, you win this round. You know what I mean, you're in this round.
But do you think?
I think that's just girlfriends overall.
No.
Women, am I right, Gil?
No, I'm gonna counter.
No, I'm just saying because when I say pictures,
Yeah, you
like
say picture.
let's take a picture. You're right there telling
Rick,
me.
do you speak Spanish?
Picture.
Claro que sí, hablo español. Hola, mi gente de
Okay,
aquí.
there. Here's my thing.
Bring it on.
I don't think it's girlfriends, Rick. I think it's our native tongue. Because GILL, I didn't know I had an accent until he came along and he's like, "Oh, your accent." I'm like,
It's not a crazy accent. It's a.
But there's a lot of words that I pronounce different because of like GILL doesn't speak Spanish. He's Mexican, but he doesn't speak Spanish.
¿Qué traes, güey? ¿Por qué no hablas español? Half of learning Spanish is going, no.
Grunting.
I know.
So I don't think it's I don't think you have like bad grammar. It's just probably the pronunciation of certain words, and it's not your fault. It's your tongue's fault.
So it's my girlfriend's fault for trying to change me. Hey,
Yeah.
don't change what you love about me, baby. Take me as I am. And I want some pizza. No,
She's trying to
Pizza,
erase
yeah,
your
pizza.
culture.
Yeah, pizza. You say pizza or pizza?
No, I say pizza.
Pepsi.
Pizza.
There's Pepsi. There's Pepsi, not Pepsi.
Spray.
Pictures, not pictures.
You know what's so funny? My mom I think my first language might have been Spanish. So when I was
Might have been.
No, it was. Well, I didn't really talk much. Surprise, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got electrocuted in the mouth when I was like 7 years old.
Oh my God.
I was trying to like disconnect two like heavy duty extension cords, and I used my fucking mouth. You gotta use your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I fucking got electrocuted. And when,
Whoa.
yeah, dude, I saw like the do like the mind buzz shit like on both eyeballs
Oh,
coming at me.
that's so
like,
cool.
Twilight Zone. And after that, I spoke perfect English from that point on. I was like, the accent went away like crazy. Nah, but my mom would always like the hairspray. The spray. You got spray? Like hairspray.
Oh yeah.
I was already speaking like good English and stuff. So, but I didn't realize because all I knew was that spray. I went to my friend's house, like super white families in the Rotary Club and all that shit.
Yeah.
You got like we're all Hessians, like skaters, putting shit in our hair to look all punk rock. I was like, hey, you have any more hairspray? Spray? He like hairspray? He's like, you mean hairspray? I was like, holy shit! My mom was trying to say hairspray. Damn, I forgot I was Mexican for a second. You know, like I was saying hairspray.
Hairspray.
I was like, if they didn't already know I was Mexican, they know now.
Yeah.
God damn. I was like fucking 13. I was like, shit.
Hey, but it happens. It really does. And you don't realize until you're around other people that don't either one pronounce it the way that you do or know it like you do that you're like, oh shoot, I've been saying it wrong my whole life.
It's all good to know both ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to know how to say it properly and how to fucking fumble it, you know?
Yeah.
And say words you don't understand, you know?
Then what's the problem with only like I have this weird thing that I've been thinking about lately, and it's that third generation, right? I'm third generation, and there's certain words in a third generation's vocabulary that are they have an accent for some reason.
Like Chicanos?
Like Chicanos. They do, because I feel like they're trying to
Compensate for
for not being too Hispanic.
Yeah.
And they try to speak Spanish, but it's just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And even English too.
It's annoying sometimes, I feel
Yeah.
like, because it's just like I don't know, I might get. This is the type of thing about doing like podcasts and stuff. Like people clip some shit or whatever. But I think like it's okay to like do the mix or whatever. But when you do it, like exaggerate, it's like, all right, pick a lane. Like either like really kind of do it or like speak Spanish, try to, and make an effort. Like if a white person just makes an effort to do Spanish, it's fine. Like there's no reason for you to do English in a Mexican accent. But if that's your accent, then that's fine. But like this is specifically to the people that try to overcompensate. Like don't overcompensate, just be normal, you know?
Yeah, but it's not even like overcompensating. It's just like, I think just bad grammar at the end
I
of
don't
the day.
I don't want to I don't want to be saying like Axe or McDonald's or like, you know what I mean, those
Go
people
axe them?
they yeah, or not just adding S's to things like
I'm thinking
mine.
about Nicole Tran's bit about Axe.
accent
It's fucking hilarious. All right, go ahead.
or saying mines.
Oh,
That's
dude,
a bad one. I
so-
still say that shit.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't. I think it's hilarious. It's fun. Okay, so words like that.
Yeah.
Like saying minds and acts. Okay, so in what grade was it? In the 6th grade. My 6th grade teacher had like this jar, and it was like the grammar jar. So that we had like these specific words that if we as like students, each students, we would get like tickets, right? Like once a month. And if we did good on a test, if we turned in our homework, if we were on time, like she'd give us like merits, right? Like good points. But if we'd say, like, if we have bad grammar and a student calls you out on your bad grammar, you have to put your ticket inside the jar.
Okay. All right.
So minds was one of them. Acts. There's a few others, but minds is always a freaking.
You say pizza, it's pizza.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So all the ESL kids never got anything at the end of the month because all their tickets would be in the jar.
I think
I like taking the tickets from the jar. It was fun.
Right. I think in my school it was about like having like great handwriting. Like when I was like all my friends have great handwriting. Except for my friend Jim Bones, he fucking has horrible fucking handwriting. Oh my god, it looks like someone that just came out of like a coma writing with their opposite hand. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Writing with their toes.
Yeah, that's how it seems like. But everyone else like that was one thing, like have really clean handwriting, really clean cursive. So
Michael J. Fox cursive.
I mean, he has great handwriting or what?
No, he's just terrible.
Oh, Michael J. Fox. Dude, I was thinking Jamie Foxx, bro. I saw the Cat Williams special. He goes off on Jamie. I don't even know what the fuck it was about, but I'm just like, damn, Cat saying some shit.
On Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
But he named him in a special? Oh
yeah.
my God.
He kept saying like, you about to get canceled today, and people in the audience were like, oh no, Cat. Like when he was about to talk about something, he's like, no, Cat, don't do it. Like, oh, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? He's out there like he's popping off.
He was wild. Did you watch the whole Shay and Shay podcast?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was like that was wild.
While I was stocking groceries, I was like listening to that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, good lord,
dude! And Rogan had him on the podcast right after like a few weeks, and Rogan never addressed like the comedians that Kat was talking about.
Yeah, I know, and you would think like he would go on Shay's podcast and go off.
Right,
then he goes on Rogan's, maybe because it's a bigger platform. Cat Williams pussed out at the end of the day.
I don't know,
no,
dude. But he was
don't come after me.
He was talking about like reading like 300 books in a week or some shit like that.
Push it up to like 1,000 or something. I think I don't know.
1,000.
They
books
did the
a
math,
month?
and they're like, dude, this dude's reading like 1,000 mics, like 1,000 books and shit. And yeah, it's a cool spot. I didn't finish it. I had like 20 minutes left, but it was really good.
Yeah, I was just there for all the clips and stuff. I think thank God TikTok is being freaking demolished by the U.S. government, because I think TikTok is freaking just ruining our attention span. You have no idea, dude.
It's pretty bad. That's why I never even bothered getting on it. Like,
you never got on TikTok?
No. Like to do content and do my comedy, no. I mean, there's people that do it, but like now who's laughing? You know what I mean? Like I hope they don't lose their shit and they continue the following or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, you can get everything on fucking Instagram, honestly. But
right,
the reason I want TikTok to go down specifically is because I did one roast battle or like a tournament or a show. A roast tournament is the one at Ontario Improv, but I did a roast outside of it with like Lowe's Digits and stuff at the Ha Ha Comedy Club.
Oh my God, did you see that clip of Jam in the Van?
No. What
with
happened?
Lowe's Digits?
What happened?
You gotta watch.
Is it recent?
It's super. The last time I seen it was like it went up 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. No,
it's pretty. It's pretty wild. That you should watch it.
Okay,
but what were you saying?
No, well, I did one of his roasts, and I went up against a TikTok star who was doing stand-up comedy, and I had already won the belt with Sandy. I think I defended it like twice at that point with him, and I was like, all right, let me sign up for this other roast battle or whatever. And I go up against this girl named Eliza Halpern, Possum Girl on TikTok. She has like a viral story about how she like like, I don't know, molested a possum or some shit like that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, like she has like a viral like TikTok story, but
imagine being the possum girl on the internet.
She embraces it, man. Shout out to her. She point being, she destroyed my ass.
Really?
Yeah.
We're all talking shit, but she's a fucking killer.
Well, here's the thing, like I went in there with kind of like in the ego check from the get, because I was like, okay, I won 2 tournaments at this point.
Right.
Whatever, it's all good. I know how to do roasting. She's never done her roast. It's her first roast. I think it's going to be game, set, and match. You know what I mean? And I went up there. They're like, and this guy's a roast. What are you, a champion or something? I'm like, yeah, I'm a roast tournament. And I got them like, I'm a roast tournament tag team champion at the Ontario Improv. Please, guys, keep it down. Hold your applause. Because it's like, I wish I didn't tell him that, because it just set me up for failure, number one.
Oh, man.
And number 2, she was charming as shit, dude. You got to think about it. TikTok stars get their phone and they're like this, like, okay, so did you see and they do all this shit with their hands, and TikTok is just like quick, it's just, she does so many TikToks. So when I went up there with my jokes that I seasoned, and I know 3 jokes, easy, I got this. I'll tell her a joke, and her rebuttals what fucking killed me. Like, her rebuttals and her charm. And the fact that she was able to act quick on her thing. The crowd just, like, embraced her.
Oh, my God.
And my jokes were good, but, like, obviously, like, they left it up to the crowd, and the crowd went for her.
There was holes in there. There was holes in your jokes that she was able to pick apart.
Yeah, well, she was quick with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was quick.
Oh, my God.
She was quick. Yeah. Like, she was very quick, and, like, the rebuttals, I was like, well, fuck, I wish I didn't go first. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, they left it to the crowd charm, and that's what kind of made me realize, like, well, winning a belt or whatever at the Ontario Improv is not the same as doing a roast somewhere else, because you have different demographics, different people, and it's just like, I'm pretty sure, I think C's and Sandy, they ventured out on breaking news. I hope they don't want this out there, but they went out and did single battles, and I don't think they won, but I mean, it comes down to the scene. It comes down to the scene, the audience. How are you coming in? And maybe I seen the mean jokes not work. When I went there, I was like, someone did like a really mean joke about someone else, and the audience was like, oh, like pushed back. And I was like,
really?
Shit. Like, well, my shits are pretty mean, but she said I can be mean, but does that mean I should pursue the meanness because she said it's okay?
They were more cheering for the cleverness, the wittiness, that the showman type of.
She was just good on her feet, quick on her toes, man. And well, it's funny too. It's like when I had just pulled up to the Ha Ha Comedy Club, I had parked, and she had like backed up into me. Like, she was parking behind me and immediately backs up into me. And so she comes out. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh shit, I'm roasting you. She's like, oh my God. Okay, my girlfriend got out of the car. She was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Or did you not see where you're going? And she sees her come out. My girlfriend, she's white. Whenever I need my money refunded, I send my girlfriend to go be a Karen, dude.
Whenever you need to talk to a manager, she's always got you.
She gets that shit done. But as soon as she saw who it was, she's like, oh, you're the... And then it was all good. There was no damage or anything, but I made her. It's like, all right, do the podcast after. Nothing's going to happen. Just do the podcast after. And we did it afterwards, and it was a good time. It was that's how I do my podcast. It's just like on the spur of the moment type of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'll like, all right, meet me in my house 2 weeks. Anything can happen. Like, today was a reschedule. You know what I mean? So it's like anything.
Which, by the way, thanks for working with me on that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, I have a lot of there's not only this podcast, I'm also booking other podcasts. I produce, so we're part of a network called the My Grito Podcast Network. They're a independent record label, but they also have a podcast network.
Okay. Right.
So with the guys that run that network and the label that they run, I produce their podcast for them.
Okay.
And we have people in the label. We have different artists. We have musicians, that come in and we interview them. Well, Oscar interviews him from My Grito, and I pretty much do what Amber does. Not as good, but
you do it
I'm
here.
There. No, not here. I go to their location.
Okay, that's dope, man. It's like a little operation right there, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's been going strong. We have about 8 or 9 episodes now. I think 6 are published, and then we're gonna have. So, I think by the end of this week, we're gonna have there's gonna be 4 more that are gonna be in the canon, ready for publishing.
Damn,
pretty fun stuff, dude.
Doing big things, man.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I have fun doing it. Like the podcast, the open mic, the comedy stuff. It's fun.
I heard you were talking about on the other episodes. You were talking about how it's exhausting.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I
feel it too, because I don't have someone else helping me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's all me.
Even if you have somebody, you're still gonna be tired.
Yeah, I'm forced to look at myself fucking talk, and I'm editing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? All right, I'm fucking cutting that out.
Let me tell you something, dude. The reason why I stopped editing was because I felt like I was editing things, or I was editing moments that I couldn't change. Like the ums and the pauses and this and that. The stuff that I had to do.
You have to force yourself to.
With myself.
Yeah.
So when I made the decision on not to edit any of that, it just made me a little bit sharper because I think about what I have to say, and knowing that I don't have to edit this or edit it as much, it makes me think about what I'm talking about, the ums, the things, and just all the other verbiage that I get wrong. You know, it's a good tool. You know, it's like recording your set, dude.
Yeah,
it's like recording your set and listening to it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the same thing.
No, I'll just edit that whole thing out. No, that's a great exercise. That's why I have my girlfriend to correct my grammar sometimes. You know what I mean? You're out here trying to meet with some movers and shakers, and you're over here saying yo, so when's mine's next shot? You know what I mean? I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. I'll be cast at, I don't know, fucking Coen Brothers film. Just fucking, you're gonna be the guys fucking selling tortillas on the side of the road. You know?
Miss Gomez, 6th grade teacher, she taught me that because of the jar that we had, the little jar, the mines, dude.
Shout out Miss Gomez, man. I hope you're still out there doing the thing.
It wasn't Miss Gomez. I forgot her name. All
right, fuck you, Miss Gomez.
I just thought of it was like some. I remember, dude. I made her cry.
Why, dude?
I made her cry.
Why would you do that?
Because I think she was so mad at me that she just wanted to kick my ass.
Oh.
And she cried. She broke down and walked outside of the class. She wanted to beat my ass, dude.
I want to throw it all away right now, but god damn it.
She was doing something. She was writing something on the board, and
like, how's your divorce going? Like, you son of a bitch. You fucking
tell your mom to say hi to Hitler for me in hell.
Oh god damn.
No, but she was doing something, dude. She was writing something on the board.
Shit,
yeah, and I called her out on it, and she just looked at me, and her eyes were really red, and they got real she was gonna cry, and I was just like, oh fuck.
That was her final straw, dude. You were her final straw. She looked at you and saw that haircut. She was like, oh, okay, sorry, fucking.
You're fucked up.
Who, me?
No, Gil.
Gil, what you mean? I was like, nah, sorry about that. It's a nice ass haircut. I was like, dude, you got that mohawk.
Oh, no.
I was like, I don't want.
Don't mess with him, Mama.
No.
Yeah, that's ride or die right there.
I know.
No, I'm saying
Amber,
Gil.
take care of him. Slam his ass for me, please.
Don't break his table.
I was a little shit, dude. Back in those years, I had a lot going on when I think about it now, about how kids react in their environment and at school.
Mm-hmm.
And you think all the terrible kids in school were because there was a reason behind it, right? They weren't fitting in. They were having a tough time at home. I realize that now, way older. I was like, fuck, this is why I was a little shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just craving for attention. I was just I wanted to feel something different other than being at home, and I was just being a little shit at school, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild.
Little wild ass Gil.
Yeah.
They called you Silver Tooth Gil over here.
Silver tooth activities.
Making a ruckus.
And this one time in 5th grade.
The trouble continued.
No, I think I mellowed
Poor
out.
teachers, man.
I mellowed out by 7th grade because that's when
the pills came in.
That's when I first got high, dude.
Medication, maybe.
Yeah. That's when I first got high. I was like, whoa, this is cool. I think I'm going to chill out.
Yeah.
Listen to some rock and roll. Put some Black Sabbath on, dude.
You're being
Led
a bad
Zeppelin.
kid right now, Gil. That's like your opinion, man. You're all doing Big Lebowski and shit.
Not to like pervert this conversation, but to pervert this conversation.
Let's go.
Because I was thinking about teachers, and recently, you know, there's always like cases of teachers like dating their students or having a relationship and things like that. Yeah. And I feel like before it was more like
continue,
like men, you know, dating like the younger students in high school.
It's all women.
Hold on.
It's all women.
You tell her, Gil.
No, it's not all, but recently the one that I was like, it was a teacher, and she was like having a relationship, like full on relationship with her 5th grader.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the mom found text messages from the teacher saying like, oh, I really like the kiss you gave me. So they were like,
oh my God.
They would like make out. Like she was telling him like, you're the love of my life. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
My boy out here risen. 5th grade Riz over here.
How old are you in 5th grade? Like 11?
Yeah, like 10, 11, yeah.
10, 11 years old.
Shit, what I would have given to be 10 years old talking to this shit.
And she's married.
Pull a picture up, Amber, please. Let's see. Let's go. Oh shit! All right,
I want to see them.
That's the beauty of having someone behind.
They don't show the kid, obviously.
Oh, don't waste your time then. No, I'm kidding. I want to see this teacher.
Jay's gonna look up the kid later. We're keeping going with the P jokes.
Hey. Fucking P. Diddy over here. Nah, I don't think that's part of the allegations. No, not yet.
I think that's why she was so mad at me, because she was like, she wasn't mad. She was just like anxious. She was like, I just want to kiss this guy. I just want to hug you. It was a sexual tension, dude.
Cut with a butter knife, brother. She saw that haircut. She was like, let's go, baby. Let's fucking go, Gil.
She's 24.
Oh.
Let's see this. Let's hear.
Rivercrest Elementary.
Let's go that full screen.
Wow. Engaged? And she was engaged too.
Dying. Dude, imagine getting fucking cucked by a 5th grader. God damn, bro. You should have played Uno with her, bro. She wouldn't have left you, dude. She's out here finger painting with this dude. When she said she wanted to finger paint with you, you laughed in her face. Now look at you. Now who's laughing? A fucking 5th grader on TikTok just fucking doing a dance on your cucked ass. God damn. God. If my girl ever leaves me for a 5th grader,
dude,
I'm gonna have a good talking to her. Be like, how can you do this?
How like mentally what she's doing to her fiance. Good thing they didn't get married.
That motherfucker's like that Jared. No, what's his name? The Hulk from Poor Things. Mark Ruffalo and Poor Things. You ever seen that one?
No, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie with like yeah, that's her name. What's her name? Anna.
The one that came out in Superbad.
Yeah, the redhead. God damn.
We have a computer right here.
I know, but I
want to
use my brain.
Poor Things. But anyway, the character, like Mark Ruffalo's character in Poor Things, he just gets cucked by her because she's like, they put the brain of. It's a weird ass movie. Long story short, she's learning about life, like a woman learning about life, and she's gonna get married to some dude. I don't want to spoil the movie. Long story short,
don't spoil.
No, it's good.
Why, you want to watch it? Can we watch it later?
No, if you guys want like Cinemax After Dark.
Emma Stone.
New.
Emma Stone, yeah.
Yeah, it just came out.
It's a good movie. It's very David Lynchian. I love David Lynch, but it's a very weird, surreal movie. But long story short, Mark Ruffalo gets like cucked by her in the movie. That's not even a spoiler. It's part of her journey. Yeah, so I feel like that guy got cucked by a 5th grader is probably like, Stella!
So what's cucked mean?
Cucked means is like, oh, fuck. I guess it means a lot of things in this day.
Yeah, because I thought a cuck was an old guy that is into young girls.
No, that's called a pedophile in the business, brother. That's called Dan. No, I'm kidding. Allegedly.
Or no. I think
Just trying to keep it kosher here.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a cuckold is a gentleman that lets other men like have sex with their wives. Isn't that a?
Yeah, that's the most like precise definition. But I think another thing is just like I feel like the other way it's used is if you have like someone just come and swoop your girl or some shit like that, like or like the side guy. I guess it can be used. I mean, it's not necessarily used like that, but it's the way you say it. You know what I mean? Just like this guy got cucked by a 5th-year-old, or he got.
There's a lot of definitions and layers to this.
Yeah, I mean, in UFC, they call everybody cucks nowadays. You know what I mean? I saw that UFC Bud Light, Bud Light. Was it a Bud Light or?
It's a Bud Light sign.
Yeah, Bud Light sign in your restroom, and it said UFC. It's like, did you get that from like a bar or something?
I used to manage bars, and usually when they do like remodels, I was able to like pick whatever I wanted. Like,
nice,
dude. We were talking about the studio before and how Amber would let me do things.
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen it before she moved in. Like there was neons everywhere. There was tapestries everywhere.
So you had like that glow in the dark mushroom cloud, like mushroom poster.
Dude, it looked like a head shop in here. Like every room in my house looked like a head shop.
It looked like Smokey's room in Friday, you know? Just fucking zigzag posters everywhere. Well, there's posters up right here. That's pretty cool. Kiss. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, that's because it's in here. But
you ever seen that movie Detroit Rock City?
Oh my god, dude! I talk about this movie every time somebody brings up Kiss. When I see somebody wearing a Kiss T-shirt, I'm asking them, "Have you ever seen the movie?" And if they haven't, I fucking take that shirt off of them. Take it for myself.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's like it's around the same time when like That 70s Show came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's along those lines where it's just like it's such a classic movie, and then you get to like hear some of Kiss' best music in that movie, and it's so funny. Edward Furlong and a bunch of other dudes that were in movies are in that. That's a fucking great movie.
That's one of the first movies where I heard like rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like from that movie, I became a huge Kiss after that movie. I watched it. I became a huge Kiss fan, and then from Kiss, I started listening to Black Sabbath and Ozzy, Led Zeppelin. Like that movie was the root of all my rock and rollness.
And not only that, it had some good disco music in it too. I kind of appreciate some of the disco music. You know, when he walks into the strip club and it's like
oh yeah.
Every time I put that shit on, every time I go under bar and there's touch tunes, I put that gets the vibe going, man.
The soundtrack to that movie is awesome. I pull it up on Spotify all the time.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult's and that shit.
Blue Oyster
Godzilla,
Cult, Journey. The Bay City.
Sailing away.
The Bay City something.
That's one of the things I wanted to do. Like, I had an idea of going to like a karaoke night and just picking the song Tequila and like let the whole shit play and just do my set. So, you know, and then when I get to the point of the punchline, I'm like, Tequila, and I continue with my set. You know what I mean? But I never attempted it, you know. Don't be taking my idea, guys. But if you do it, you know, fucking.
What about just going to karaoke and just treating it like an open mic?
I've done that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Goddamn, bitch your ass, I did.
What was the reaction to that? Did you play any music behind it?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, it was music. You mean like doing between songs?
No, going to...
Oh, while the music's playing? Yeah. You said that.
Well, yeah, you go to a bar that's doing karaoke, and you tell them, oh, yeah, I want this song. But once the music hits, You just start your set.
I never asked them for permission. I just went ahead and fucking telemarketed my fucking stand-up to them, you know? It was like I did this Wednesday joke that I have, and you know, just a couple of their jokes while what is it, the intro, like not the mid breaking sequence, while there's like just music playing. I'll fucking like get a couple quick jokes in and go back into my, you know what I mean? Like, what's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Speaking of pussycats, I have 2 cats at home. That's why I do this comedy. That's why I'm making this wine. That's what I'm doing. I have 2 beautiful cats at home, Shirley and Mojo. And if this is my podcast, I will like superimpose their faces right here. You know what I mean? So,
do cats, when they run away, do they usually come back?
Or
is that a myth? I feel like it's a myth.
I think they linger around your house because I think I lost my cat Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That was his name, but we called him Indy for short. And he ran away. And I like to think he's out doing adventures, trying to find the Holy Grail and shit. Because I see a cat every time I pull up to my fucking house. I see a cat like lingering. It's like Indy, and he fucking turns around. But he's done. Yeah, we didn't keep a leash on him. Like now my 2 cats, Mojo and Shirley, they're fucking leashed up when they go outside. I'm not trusting them.
You take your cats outside?
Yeah, put them on leashes. They get tangled up immediately, but honestly, me and my girl be watching a show on the couch, and she'd be like, check on the cats. And I go, oh yeah, he's stuck. Have to untangle him and go back in.
There's certain people, you're a cat leash person. That is wild.
I don't take my cats out in public.
Yeah.
I would be a cat in the backpack person.
Cat in the backpack.
You ever seen that? There's like a backpack where it's like a clear dome, and you can put your cat in there. Your cat.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
Me and Amber Amber, I didn't do shit for that event, but Amber threw a pet pop-up type of market thing, and there was a whole bunch of dogs. There was dogs everywhere, and there was dogs everywhere, but there was only like 1 cat on the thing, right, Amber?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was only 1 person with the cat.
Yeah.
In the backpack.
That's cat people need to stick together, man. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a cat person, but my cat ran away and it never came back.
The reason I love cats more than dogs, I love dogs. I absolutely adore dogs. Dogs are my favorite kind of animal. Like that dog that walked up to us. Like that little tiny ass dog outside. Yeah, I was like, I'll fucking hop in my car. I'll fuck the podcast. I'm dipping, bro. But it's like I might as well have a kid. You know what I mean? They need too much attention, too much love and affection. And I feel like if a dog like that escaped, it's a wrap on the cat. At least a cat on the dog. At least a cat has a fighting chance. You know what I mean? Out in the streets.
A cat does?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because they can climb up fucking roofs. They're like, they're evasive. They can hunt,
Yeah,
that's
true.
Dogs are like, oh.
Yeah, especially a little like Pomeranian poodle or something like that. It's like it's done.
Yeah. Who usually wins between a possum and a cat? Possums win? There's possums everywhere, but there's also stray cats everywhere too.
Feral cats? Oh
yeah.
My God.
You ever see a coyote, dude?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of coyotes around this area.
Really?
Yeah. We were at the theater parking lot eating Taco Bell after a show. And what time was it? Like 1 a.m. in the morning. And there's a coyote just roaming around in the parking lot.
Fucking a coyote.
And there was a girl that had it was like midnight. Or maybe it was 1. And there was a girl that had just got into her car. She was getting off her shift off of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, yeah.
And like a little bit, like minutes before, she would have crossed paths with the coyote.
Damn.
Yeah, that coyote. Do coyotes mess with humans? That'd be messed up, right?
I think if you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you type of deal. I don't think so.
Because they're not dogs. They're wild animals.
They're pieces of shit, man. When they eat your chickens. I live like in kind of country area. And there's fucking coyote ate my fucking hen. No more organic eggs for your dumbass.
One time, when I used to live with my parents, my dad went out he went out in the morning to work, and he like called my mom right away, and he's like, something happened on the front yard, and we're like, what? And I think I was waking up too for work or something. Point is, we were all awake and we went outside and there was a cat, and the cat had been like mangled. Like pieces of the cat were all over our yard. Like the tail, the head, the arm, everything. And we thought like, oh my God, somebody came and dumped freaking cat parts on our lawn. And then we thought like, oh my God, we're not
brujeria.
Yeah, we're not like superstitious, but somebody was like, it's brujeria. And then we seen on our neighbor's camera that it was a fucking coyote that attacked one of the street cats.
You're like, Gil, turn off the shade, or is it the turn it off, man. It's a fucking coyote again. It's a goddamn coyote. What's everybody saying? What's up, guys? Hey, guys. I drank too much. Goddamn, John.
When I had a house in Rancho Cucamonga, it was just a whole bunch of guys. It was a party house, right? And I remember, because I had a cat too back then. Mm-hmm. And one of the roommates was telling me, he was like, dude, I went outside the other day and I thought it was your cat, but there was a coyote outside and he had a cat right in its mouth. And it was like running away.
Was it your cat?
No, I don't think so. Ooh. I hope not.
Oh, where's your cat?
I don't know. It ran away.
All right, you take the same mentality I do with my cat. When I see a cat, it's like, oh, that's Indy right there living.
Yeah, but actually, the one that ran away from here, I seen him.
Okay,
I seen him. It was him.
Yeah,
it was 100% him. And then I seen him. I was like, Monty, hey, and he just like he looked at me and then walked away.
He was just like,
but he was a feral cat.
I have a better life, right?
Yeah,
now,
I think he was a feral cat.
I'm actually getting fed out here.
People are actually petting me and giving me attention. I was never home.
Yeah.
So.
No, cats need fucking cat trees and shit.
He was a feral cat anyways.
To begin with.
It wasn't me when you were telling that story, Amber. It was my ex-girlfriend that picked up the feral. Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to say
I
it.
know it was that bitch. There you go. I know it was that bitch that got you a cat.
Let me remind you about my ex-girlfriend for a minute. Hell no, dude. I tell if I ever talk about my ex-girlfriend to my girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, so some dumb bitch. It makes her. It helps.
Yeah. No, I don't get jealous.
No, Amber doesn't get jealous.
You should see her.
No, good. All right. Hell yeah, get in the roast, girl. Fucking get in there.
Dude, Amber's good. Amber's a good. If we both
great.
sat down and wrote out a 5-minute set, I think she'd fucking murder the crowd.
Hell yeah. There you go.
She's really good. I'm some of the, and this is funny too, because a lot of people say like when they hang out with us. I'm pretty quiet. I don't, besides the podcast, and I reserve. I keep to myself. But Amber's she's a hit at all the parties.
There you go.
And she was like, damn. She's like, does she write your stuff for you? Is she the ghostwriter of the GILL that we know?
The Drake of the podcasting community over here, you know. Now, my girl's very funny, too. My girl's like, dude, she says some funny-ass shit, and I always tell her, like, do stand-up comedy? She's like, no. And there's a couple times where she's like, like, because when she's at a family function, like, she is the funniest.
Oh, yeah.
Her whole fucking family.
That's
like,
Amber, dude.
Yeah, see? that. And if my girl went up on stage and does her thing, dude, she would do very good, but she already kind of, like, I've been doing comedy since like 2019 and stuff, so I already been in it. So I dragged her along in the beginning to like a lot of shows and stuff, and you know,
she's over it now.
I feel like if she misses it, it's not a big deal. Like I bring to a show that's a very big show, she'll definitely show up.
Yeah, right. That's me.
But not open mics or anything.
Nah. At a certain point, you got to cut that shit out, man, because it's like you're ruining her night. Granted, you can do the whole thing where it's like we'll go out to eat before. Then we'll go do the mic, and then we'll go see a movie. Or you can do some shit to, like, make it worthwhile. But, like, not everyone wants to go out every fucking night. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, but, you know, she'll come out to the important shit.
Amber found that out, like, right away. Mm-hmm. She was like, well, no, I take that back. Because Amber goes to the mics that are new places that she would want to check out. Like when we went to, it's not an open mic, but when we went to that book show for Sandy in Ontario at the Strum Brewing.
Right.
I was taking pictures of it, and I was taking like some footage to show her, and she was like, "Oh, I would like to go there." So if it's a cool spot, she would want to go. Like if it's a coffee shop or anything like that, she would check it out.
Yeah. Because at a certain point, like I'm doing the fucking comedy store, my girlfriend definitely gonna go. You know what I mean? So
I think it's not that we don't, because like my mom sometimes, like when he does things over there, and then I stay at my parents' house so that I can spend time with them, and my mom's like,
there you go.
Why don't you go with him? You need to support him. And I'm like,
yeah. And
I see that shit again.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, I already know his jokes from beginning to end.
I'm living his jokes right now. He's a fucking joke.
Like,
he's a hack.
Half of material's about me, goddammit.
But I also feel like when I go, he feels the need to have to like tend to me or make sure that I'm okay, or sit with me. Like he feels that, right? Because it's like, I mean, we're a couple and you want to make sure that your significant other is okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like when he goes to places, he's not networking enough because I'm there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I like to just let him go so that he can do it on his own and have to kind of be pushed to talk to someone and not just sit there and talk to me.
Yeah, because the alternative is like, all right, girl, this is your table. I'm gonna go in the green room and chill for about an hour before the show and just
and I'm all by myself.
Yeah. And then you come out and like, oh, so who's the fucking guy you were talking to? She's like, the server. Like, oh, okay. then you get all fucking. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's like, yeah, no, that's cool. She knows, and a lot of people that just start out comedy, I've seen a lot of people bring their girlfriends when they first start out, and
they bring their family to an open mic.
Hell no, bro. Hell no, don't do that, man. Bring them to your first big show, which I did, but yeah, you're. Oh god, I seen it just backfire on people.
Really?
It was
What was the worst thing you've seen?
I seen this dude walk off stage, and his family just look at him like. Just like, yeah, okay, all right, Miko, we're going home. Like after he got off stage, like they're not gonna chill and vibe and be like, hey, it's okay.
How did he do though?
He fucking bombed.
Yeah,
he ate a dick. He ate his whole dick and his legs and his body. And
his grandpa's dick.
He's
and
negative.
See that too. Like I wouldn't want.
She doesn't want to see me bomb. She doesn't like to see that.
I don't want him to bomb and then feel bad or embarrassed.
Start swinging on the crowd that didn't laugh and shit. What the fuck?
Me, that's me.
Well, it really is, because I did a show in Fullerton at the Continental. What is it called? The Continental in Fullerton. Continental.
Nah. My white girlfriend.
The Continental room.
Enunciate your words, Rick.
So I did that show, and I was at like a shaky start because it was early on. I'm still pretty new at this, like right now, but that was like really new, and I never did 10 minutes before. I'd never had a 10-minute spot before, or even worked on any 10 minutes. I had a solid 3, solid 5, and that was it. So I thought, I'm just gonna. How hard can it be just to stretch out my 5 and fuck around, a couple of minutes here and there? Well, let me tell you, dude, it did not work out very well. All the girlfriend jokes that I've had, which is like 95 of my set, obviously. And there was a few girls that were sitting in the second row, and they were just like flabbergasted of all the stuff that I was talking about, because it was mostly
personal kind
girlfriend stuff. Yeah. And one of them was like, oh my God, that's mean. That's so mean. Dude. What other stuff? She was like,
I was laughing.
After each punchline, she was saying, oh my God, that is so rude.
It's fucking audiences sometimes don't understand. Like,
yeah,
that's the fine line you need to find between like, how personal can I get? Like with my girlfriend. So there's some jokes I'll be like, so I dated this girl one time. I won't bring it. It's not going to be my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Just to not put it out there like that. But that's just the fine line I found with my girls. Right. Like, I don't want to bring up, like, in the beginning, there's some little bit of material, but it was never like directly like, but there's certain jokes that I do now. There's like my girlfriend's in it because it's harmless.
Yeah.
It's not some shit that would, like I said, I don't want to do comedy on top of someone else in terms of like stepping on someone to, you know what I mean?
Oh, like punching down.
Yeah, I've seen people go up there just like, so my people with Netflix specials, and then my wife goes, where's all this stuff? And he's just like, and then I'm like, oh my God, bitch. It's like, dude, like, okay, I guess your relationship is that fucking, I mean, I guess you made it, so you pay the bills and you can do that, but, you know, I'm trying to fucking live a happy life, you know what I mean?
But I think at a certain point, and me and Amber talk about this all the time, is what is written, and even if there's a joke with that has her in it, I consult with her most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time I tell her, hey, this is what I got. Like, what do you think of it? Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily like on the punchlines, but it's just how comfortable are you with me saying this on stage in front of strangers?
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes down
That's a smart move.
To have that type of respect.
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, all my girlfriend stuff really work. They work better than all the other shit that I talk about, dude.
You got right about what you know.
Because it's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this girl at the Fullerton show, she was saying, she's like, oh my God, that's so mean, blah, 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 blah. And then the girl that was sitting next to her was telling her, dude, like, these are all jokes. Like, he's joking.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's a comedian. All that stuff. And I overheard it, and I was just like, yeah, lady, like, they're just jokes. And I asked her, like, you know where you are right now? And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you're at a comedy show. Mm-hmm. So laugh, you know.
Laugh or get the fuck out.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to tell her that.
No, he should have, bro.
No.
At that point, I would have.
Stretch out my 10.
No, he did it. But, I mean, that's crazy when you have audiences like that. Like, I remember one time I was at a mic, and I said a joke about it involved Peacock, the streaming service, and it was just like I said. So yeah, and then so I finally downloaded Peacock, and I looked in a direction, and I was like, you know, doing my set, just feeling myself. And then afterwards, I heard that some dude got offended that I was like doing transphobic comedy because I said Peacock. And I was like, he went up to this other comedian and told her about it. And he's like, yeah, no, this fucking, like, some shit about, like, he looked at me and he said Peacock. And I guess the guy was, or the guy, girl, whatever,
right.
she, whatever, I couldn't tell. You need to work harder. Like, I need to work harder on my comedy. You need to work harder on being what you want to be. Because first off, I had no idea. Like, he was just a person in the crowd. And then they were just a person in the crowd. And then long story short, I said Peacock. And then they said I said some shit. And I was like, what the fuck? I looked at my girlfriend. Did I say something? I looked at all the comedians. Did you hear my set? Like, yeah. Did I say anything?
This was happening after.
After.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I heard that they said that. And I was like, what? And I was like, dude, and that's why you gotta give and take with like audiences. Like some person might think the shit you're saying is the worst thing ever, and then you'll get the comments or whatever the fuck, you know. But
that's just one person out of how many people that were there?
Yeah, the rest of everybody did not see what the fuck that person saw, and like, dude, that's on you, like, person.
I have this new bit about looking like a lesbian, and I
like how the camera cut to you. Fucking said that.
I have this new bit about looking like a lesbian, ladies and gentlemen. And the first time that I tried it was at a pretty good room, and it worked. Mm-hmm. Like, it was my first time. I was like, I wrote it, right? Yeah. And I was like, I rewrote something that I was working on, right? And then it was good. Like, that was my opening bit, and I was looking off to the side. Clearly, he had they had a rainbow shirt on and all that good stuff. I was like, okay, you know. And he had his arms crossed, or they had their arms crossed the whole time during my set, and it was just, I was just weirdly hyper focused on that, right? because it was the only person with their arms crossed. He was not vibing with me at all throughout the full 8 minutes or whatever. And when I got off the stage, that was the only person I was thinking about. Yeah. Which is weird because everybody enjoyed the rest of what I had to say. Mm. But I was just super hyper focused on that. And I was just like, I was doing the little spiral thing. I was like, could I have done something different to change that to him? But it's just all the other fucking bullshit that you think about after coming off the stage, rather than focusing on you did a great job.
All it takes is that one person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, like that fucking meme right there, like the one that God, I have only one rule. Yeah, if that's a meme I made, right? And it's
fucking Hasbulla is the fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, so it's just like I made that meme, but if you scroll through the comments, you have people. This meme was popping off. It has like 65,000 or something, like however many likes or whatever. But then that's me trying to being a whore, tagging world star. But look, there's people that like it. And so if you guys actually read The Serpent, the devil tempted her by forbidden fruit by telling God. Some people got all philosophical. I don't know if it's. I had a bunch of people from the Muslim part of the world start talking about that's disrespectful. He's a Muslim. Take that down. And I just had to be replying like God bless and all that stuff. You know, it's.
Oh wait, that Hasbulla is a.
Yeah, he's like from Russia and he's from Muslim, but people were offended.
He's Muslim?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so people got really offended with this one.
Just because of that, because he's Muslim.
One person got offended because of that. Another person was like, this is not true. Take this down. You're making fun of God. And I'm like, I'm a Christian Catholic type of deal. You know, trying to fucking save face, but in the same time, but like, bro, like I believe in forgiveness. So whatever you're saying about me right now, I don't give a shit. I forgive you, brother.
Yeah, or you can do the Bill Hicks bit and be like, well, forgive me then.
Oh, there you go.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah. Bill Hicks.
Where he talks about how he's doing a show in like some hick town or whatever. And he's saying, yeah, these two Christian guys came up to me and started pushing me. And they're like, hey, that joke that you did about God, we don't like it. Mm-hmm. And then Bill Hick goes, well, forgive me.
Yeah. Right in their fucking face right there, you know. But, you know, it felt like I was like, damn, I kind of tapped a nerve on that one. It was getting like 65, like it was going up like every day, and then I think Ramadan happened and then it petered out. But yeah, so
from that,
like, yeah, well, I think it just kept getting likes, and then Ramadan happened and everyone just stopped hating because they can't be on their phones or some shit like that. I don't know. With all due respect to my Muslim brotherhood. Assalamu alaikum, Rastafari, and all that jazz. You know what I mean?
Wait, they can't use their phones during Ramadan?
Some shit like that.
No?
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They can't drink water. They can't eat. They can't.
God damn.
What do they do? Just
gosh darn. Sorry, my.
What do
God
they do?
What do they do? Just
they
pretend like it's
life?
They pretend it's the 1950s and do nothing. Yeah. That's terrible.
No, they're cleansing their body because you're supposed to be cleansing like your body, your soul, and your mind.
The mind buzz.
So you can literally, there's only like a small window where you can engage in any of that.
Yeah. All at the same time?
It's at night, right? I think it's at night.
Some shit like that.
It's 5 to 5.
Yeah. Then they drink like Coke all fucking night long or some shit like that. They're like, all right, guys, party time. Pop the Coke.
I remember this girl in middle school that was Muslim, and she wore like one of those saris.
Good job.
Sari.
Towel.
Was it a sari or
I'm just kidding, guys.
a hijab?
A hijab?
I thought it was called a sari.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know there's a sari, but I don't know what the difference is. All right, go. I'll look it up.
Okay, so she was wearing one of those. That has nothing to do with it, but she was
Muslim.
She was Muslim, and we had to like not do certain things because of Ramadan. Like she wasn't like during like physical education during PE. She didn't run.
Oh,
because if she ran, then she would have to drink water and stuff. So she would just sit on
Yeah, because it takes
on the
away their
side.
energy.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I wish I was Muslim.
Fat kids everywhere
I wish
are listening
They're
right
taking
now.
notes.
They're like, oh shit! Here
I
we
could just
go.
say I'm Muslim and I don't have to run. But I didn't run too because
Yeah.
we became friends because I faked
You
that I had.
converted?
Yeah, I faked that I had asthma and I became Muslim. So I was practicing Ramadan and
Damn.
her and I became friends.
I guess you can kind of pass as Muslim.
I can
Yeah, maybe.
put a hijab or a sari on
Yeah.
me, dude. And
So hijab is the one that goes just around the head, and you can wear it with like any of your clothes. And a sari is the one that conceals more of your body. So like when they wear like from head to toe, full like a gown type of thing.
have you seen the? Have you seen the clip with Key and Peele when they both it's like they're in the Middle East
Oh no.
and there's like women walking by and they're like commenting on like their pieces of ankle. And
Oh,
shit.
really?
Can you pull it up? It's the last thing.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to show Rick and then
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah, we've been lost in the buzz, man. Lost in the static.
Dude, I can talk to you for another 2 hours, but I
Yeah.
know Amber would freaking throw something at
No
me.
worries. I see Amber. She's about to body slam my ass. Sorry.
Yeah, she's gonna
Hey.
take on both of us, dude.
It's the Pinot Noir.
I'm trying to keep it for the audience too.
Oh, there you go. There's an audience.
We don't all have a 2-hour what is it called, attention span.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. No,
That's
get
why I
it.
blame TikTok.
There you
this
go.
is this full circle into TikTok. I
What
think
do I write?
Key and Peele just put Middle Eastern.
You were thinking Keenan and Kel, weren't you?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know how to spell.
She put Keenan and Peele.
There it is, right there.
Hey,
Boom.
Let's
This
go.
first
The top one, yeah. It's freaking hilarious.
This looks like my dad.
They look Hispanic.
Karim, my friend, you speak the truth.
I do what I can. Wow.
Right? Blip.
Shabloimps. You know, I caught a little glimpse of her foot nut.
You saw ankle bone. You had some ankle cleavage. You dirty devil, huh? You saw it?
God, I saw it, buddy. I saw
There it is. All right.
ولا لما ولا يا خاي.
I love it.
This is me and Sandy on the roast stage right here. That's how we win every battle.
Dude, did you see the bridge on that nose?
If it is any indication, holy garbanzo beans.
There is a bridge I'd like to cross.
This is my boy. This is my boy.
This is my boy.
That's me and Sandy after we win. We're like, hey, this is my boy. This is my boy. And then we see the people we just defeated and we just stay quiet. And fuck off.
Not a lot to go on. Not really. Not really. Good height.
Good height.
Good height.
Crazy tall.
Like 5'9".
Huh? Come on.
Get in there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's it.
She's done.
That's it.
She's tough.
She's tough.
She's tough.
There's nothing to be
She's
done.
tough.
I'm not-
Let me see it. Let me see it from behind. Let
And
me
that's
see it
me
from
when I
behind.
get home with my girl after I win the
That's how you
belt.
hit it. That's how you hit it.
Jahara, can I tell you something in confidence right now? I'm a virgin.
God damn, if the Muslim nation wasn't after me now, they're gonna be after me.
Yeah, dude. They're like,
But there's like, because I've been to like Dubai,
Yeah.
and
Oh, shit.
there's different degrees.
Amber's been
of-
everywhere, dude.
She's been everywhere, man.
There's different degrees of like of how they wear like the hijab and the
okay.
sari. There's some people that you can't even see their eyes, so they wear like a full veil. The hands are covered, feet are covered, and then there's some that show hands. You can still see their face. It just depends on
It's like Game of Thrones out there.
where they're
Yeah.
at in their religion. But under all of that, if you check out, like especially in Dubai, if you see their shoes, phew,
No.
you're talking about like thousands of dollars in shoes,
Oh.
like a $25,000 purse,
It's like-
and under like, because I was saying, I was like, wow, you know, what do like, do they spend money on things? And they're like, heck yeah, like under all of that, they're like fully clothed and
Like
with
Superman.
like makeup, and then they spend like thousands of dollars on their hair, but obviously they can only show that when they're at home.
That's a beautiful thing, man. No,
But
beautiful culture,
They
man.
still, spend, because if I had to do that, I'd be like, no fucking makeup, no hair. I'd be all janky underneath, but they're not. So.
And I know we're gonna get out of here and stuff, but real quick, because I've been going nuts because I'm a big fan of The Simpsons. I like, that's, I'm pretty sure everyone here is a fan of The Simpsons, but there's this specific episode.
If Milhouse was an actual person, I think he'd look like you.
Dude, I was thinking that the other night. God damn, dude.
I'd probably be like lesbian Bart or something.
Yeah.
I'd be Lisa.
No, that'll be good.
I'll be Lisa if she transitioned.
Right.
That would be me.
Yeah, or just grow your hair back out and be Bart. Bleach it, get the fucking bleach tips. But the point I brought up The Simpsons is because I don't know why it might be some sort of like every roast joke about me somehow says that I'm autistic or some shit like that, which is a natural thing. The other ones, I have pedophile glasses, like easy jokes. That's a whole nother point. That's a whole nother fucking hour right there. But easy jokes, right? Don't come with that shit because it's been done. Long story short, is it autistic to want to find out a certain picture from The Simpsons that I seen? It's in the backdrop, like Homer sitting at a desk like this, facing someone, and then behind there's like a picture. And for some reason, I was like, what episode is that? Because I want to take a picture of it. I like the picture. And I started The Simpsons from season 3. And I'm watching it one by one every night with my girl, trying to find this picture. And it's driving me nuts because I'm sometimes rewatching episodes because like I didn't pay attention. But I drew the picture.
How many more things is that an infinite fucking bag that you have? What is that?
If this is a 3-hour podcast, you'll find out. But this is the picture that's on the backdrop. It's something along these lines, right? Internet sleuths and investigators everywhere. Shout out Batman. Where the fuck are you? Find this picture. If you know what episode this picture is in, it's in the background. It's not like a scene in the clip, but it's something along these lines. This is from memory. It's a guy looking down in a manhole. Let's see how many viewers are sleuthing out there. So if you guys can find that picture, that'd be great.
Please.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to watch all those episodes until you find it?
I think it's no later than season 10.
Oh my God.
I feel like it's like season 10, then I think it's not there. But I think it's between season like 3 and season 9. What season am I on? I think I'm on season 8.
So you're almost there. You're almost there, dude. Did you really watch episodes like every night?
Yeah. Every night when we're eating, like me and my girl eat, and we put The Simpsons on because we've seen it so many times or whatever. And while we eat, and then once we're done eating, we put on the show we want to see. So we're not like taken away from the show. So
where did this come from? The picture?
It's on an episode of The Simpsons. It's just like
you've seen it before, or why were you intrigued on finding it?
I don't know. Like I just remember. I remember when I was a kid, I used to draw it because it's a very interesting picture. It's just a guy looking down in a manhole, and Simpsons Reddit or somebody clip this, send it to the Simpsons Reddit. Maybe they can find it too. Let's see if we can make this happen. But I just want to find the episode where this thing comes up because I just want to take a picture and make it as my background on my phone. That's all it is. That's why I want it. And yeah. So that's the intrigue. I don't know. Is that autistic?
No.
Can we edit out that long ass she just did right now? No, it's all good to be autistic, man. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
You can be whatever you want.
Oh yeah, man.
But
I'm gay, so it's just
you're autistic and gay.
You don't have to tell us that.
You can see her next month at the roast tournament at Ontario Improv. Shout out. I think that's the next thing. I don't know who we're performing.
I'm pretty inclined to tell James, let's go out to the Ontario Improv and sign up for the roast battle.
Do it, man. Get back in there.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
And I fucked up with because I had Adrian. I talked to Adrian, creator of the roast battle at the Ontario Improv. I was gonna ask him like, how do you sign up? How do you do all this and stuff? So is it a process, or you
just tell him you want to sign up and then just remind him, remind his ass because he forgot about me a few times.
And you're a champion, and he's gonna be like, Gil, who the fuck is this? Like, I'm not gonna.
Dude, I was already a champion, and they almost forgot me at the open mic. I'm like, God damn, can I get at least a spot at the open mic? Like, I'm a roast tournament champion. God damn it!
I heard it gets wild, dude, because there's not that many mics at the Ontario Improv, right? It's like every other fucking 300 years. It's like an eclipse. You're most likely to see an eclipse than to sign up at the Ontario Improv.
Open mic?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
they do it like every 2 months. Yeah, it's a good place.
Every other month, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place to do it.
Yeah, it's a fun place. Check it out, man. Check it out. Bunch of people from everywhere.
When's the next roast tournament?
I think it's next first Tuesday of June. I think first Tuesday of June. So whatever.
First Tuesday of June at the Ontario Improv. You're gonna catch Sandy and Rick Bravo defending
for the 5th time.
They're tag team champions.
Yes, sir.
Shit belts.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's not here, so it's covered in Cheeto dust or something by Adrian right now. You know what I mean? I'm roasting Adrian, bro. Shout out Adrian.
How do they get the tag teams? How do they?
I don't know.
Do people say James, this may or may not be an open invitation to be my tag partner.
Ooh.
This may or may not be an invitation to be my tag team partner.
Let's go. That's what I like to see, man.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Fuck, maybe.
I don't know.
Definitely.
We'll see.
There's going to be peer pressuring over here. No, yeah, that would be fucking dope. Hey, do it, man. Let's go. Let's make this a little thing. Then
that'd be fun.
Promotion
dude.
Of the year right there. Dude.
That'd be fun.
Because we don't know who we're facing next. They have no idea. They're going to bring their heavy hitters to take us out.
That's a storyline.
Yeah.
Right? If I know anything about wrestling, it's people love a good story.
Attitude Era is the best era,
right?
I think, in my opinion.
James was supposed to be the tag champion with Sandy.
Or with me.
Or with you, I'm sorry. And then a crazy accident happened. Yeah. Now he's back. He had to learn how to walk. He had to recover from his terrible accident.
And in the story, I'm behind the accident. I paid the guy that fucking crashed into him. The storylines, the Vince McMahon storylines.
I did it for The Rock. Rikishi?
Yeah.
when he hits Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's WWF, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Hey, WWF, not WWE, people.
Yeah.
Only real ones know.
Rick, thanks for coming out and doing the podcast, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That was great, man. That was
you had fun, dude?
Had fun time, dude.
Hell yeah. That's how we do it here at the Mind
Joe
Buzz
Rogan episode right here, brother.
Podcast. Tell us where we can find you and let us know what you got coming up, brother.
Oh, yeah. Follow me at Bravo X Comedy on Instagram, Bravo X Comedy on YouTube. I have a Static Hour Instagram, Static Hour _. I'm going to start posting clips on that. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow that while you're here. But yeah, that's aside from that, you can see me supporting the homies on June 12th at the Ontario Improv Buddy System. We got Sandy C's, Hector Laura hosting, George Ferrito, Carlos Patino, Nikki P. If I'm missing anyone else, Will, everybody up there. So you'll catch me there supporting. That's all I got. I don't got no shows. So feel free to book me whenever you guys feel like. All right. So, but yeah. Thank you for having me, man.
Cool, man. Of course, dude. We gotta have you back again. This was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Dude.
All Rick's links are gonna be down in the show description if you're listening to this on Spotify. If you haven't noticed already, we are slowly transitioning to YouTube to be an YouTube only channel. However,
I thought you already transitioned.
We have.
No, into a woman.
Oh! First Tuesday of June, you can see Amber.
Sorry,
Tag team. You two, you find a partner, Amber, and then you go against James, and then you guys might be worthy of me and Sandy. That's the new storyline.
Let's go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I run over James.
Oh God, yeah. The audience is like, I've seen this shit before. It's been done.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
If you haven't noticed, all the new episodes are on YouTube. You will get the episodes later on Apple Podcast, all the audio. So that's it. See you guys. Hold on, wait, don't cut it. James Jablonski is going to be hosting this week's open mic. He may or may not be my tag team. My tag team.
Now with that kind of delivery, you're not better.
Yeah, I know. I messed it up.
James owns quality.
I may or may not run him over with my car.
Yeah, I may or may not be. Oh, this is a good one. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here.
All right, guys.
All right, see ya.
Peace out. Hell yeah, man.
Thanks for listening to the Mind Buzz podcast. Subscribe to the Mind Buzz YouTube channel and watch full podcast episodes. Keep up with the hosts, guests, and upcoming events by following the Mind Buzz on Instagram @the Mind Buzz. See you on the next one.